And good morning. It's a beautiful sunny day in San Diego, a little overcast today. We're going to start the first tailgate talk with, we got our guest, Valarie Marshall. Great to have you in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're going to start this off by looking up the definition of nepotism, because last night I said it was when your uncle favors a nephew in a company, and it appears that I'm going to be really wrong. Nepotism, the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs.
How do you not know this? You should know this because of The Office. When Michael has his nephew.
That's why I thought it. Thank you.
This is why you thought it. But no.
See, it makes sense when you put it in that context.
Maybe you just thought too much of Michael Scott.
Maybe I just heard that word used in The Office,
and I just... That's the only reason why I think I know it.
Exactly. It all makes sense. All right, let's switch gears here.
Okay.
We want to know
about
the fire that you've...
that happened?
That happened. Start to finish. When did you first... So I feel like maybe I'll give us a little context. Mm-hmm. Fyre. What year was it?
2017.
2017 Fyre Festival.
Yeah, we were living at Boulevard.
It's supposed to be the world's greatest music festival known to man.
The greatest party that never happened is what Netflix says.
That's a great description. It was supposed to take place in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Bigger than Coachella.
Yeah.
Bigger than...
The hype was so real.
Yeah.
So real.
So when did you first hear about the festival?
So my friends, Lily and Daniel, are definitely into the model scene of Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like they follow hot guys, hot girls?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Nice. Keep us all in balance. A good ratio. That's the ratio they're concerned
about. But more
like
you think like typical models, like Kylie Jenner. There's this girl, I don't even know her name, Olivia something.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Kendall, Jenner.
Kylie and Kendall. They just follow the Kardashian family. They're super into the modeling scene.
Yeah, and so they were promoting it.
Right.
And so they screenshot it and sent it to me and said, if we buy our tickets within the first 24 hours, we get half off.
Oh.
And they said, buy it. Val, buy it.
How much was it?
$800.
Oh my gosh, that's half off?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said...
Because I heard it sold 95% of their tickets in the first day.
Yeah.
So they were pushing.
Yeah. They were, and they did a good job. I feel like it had a lot of hype to it. Everyone was super stoked, and they were like constantly updating their Instagram about but it was a lot of models on beaches.
Yeah. And
you just the vibe that was going for, like you just kind of wanted to be a part of it.
Give you a little FOMO. Action, like I want to be there.
Yeah, did you watch the documentary?
That's all of where my information is coming from. I just watched it right before this podcast.
Are you serious?
So I took notes.
Oh my
This is notes on the Netflix documentary.
Can I read them?
No, maybe later. It's very personal and private to me. It's more opinions and
the Kylie promotion. They said buy it, and I said, "Don't do it."
You said done.
I got convinced. It was with much convincing. I said, okay.
How fast did you buy it after they sent you the screenshot?
I'd say like 3 hours later.
Okay. Yeah.
Convincing.
You're ready, yeah. They're like, Kylie's going to be there, Kendall's going to be there. All the models we follow on Instagram, those two right there.
That was like the main reason that they were so excited. But I was just excited because I wanted...
Everyone's calling Val. Like, all her friends are calling her. Like,
you
gotta do this now.
Yeah. It was a now or never type of thing.
Yeah, and they were
real persistent.
Yes. I remember this.
Yes.
Cool. Miss Juan is also in the studio.
Sorry, okay, bye.
Introduce our third guest here.
But I did it, and I said, okay, and bought the ticket. Then you have to buy a flight to...
The Bahamas, right?
Miami.
Oh, dang.
And then they pick you up from Miami to go to the Bahamas.
They do? Oh, okay.
The Fyre Festival, they had their own planes. You saw the documentary.
I saw it, but the people may have not seen it. They're curious. You know what I mean? I want to know, what package did you choose? Because... according to the documentary.
Yeah.
Oh, the villa. Oh, that's juicy.
I could point out my tent to all of the podcast listeners. But if they watch the documentary, I was like the fourth one to the left.
Fourth one to the left.
Yes,
Perfect.
closer to the water.
Yeah, nice.
At the top. Because, you know, I got that VIP.
Oh, shoot. I didn't spend $800 for nothing. That VIP tent.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
That's cool. So out of all the promises, so this festival promised what entirely did they promise? Because I was watching the documentary and I was like, they seemed like they said a lot of stuff.
They did. They promised like authentic, amazing food. Like it was gonna be like
Shoot.
Bahamian.
Bohemian Rhapsody food.
I don't even know.
Bahamian?
I don't feel like that's right.
Yeah, I'd rather just
Just cut it.
Yeah.
They promised great Bahama-styled food. There we go, different.
Bahama style.
Yeah.
Bahama. That's not right.
Caribbean?
Caribbean. Sure. You know, I'm not very good at geography. I don't know if that's in the Caribbean. Whatever.
I really don't know either.
All right, for sure. Great food. They promised great food.
Yeah, they promised great food. They promised different stages for artists to perform. They had like a lineup of some decent artists, I'd say. But I was mainly going to go to the Bahamas. Like, I wanted to go out of the country.
Yeah.
And
See
plus
that
to
blue water.
see, yeah. And then plus to see artists on top of that, I was like, okay, you know, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well double up. I get a paradise vacation with my friends. Artists are gonna be there that I can just say hello to.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll hit the locals for
Yeah.
some real authentic stuff.
Yeah, and they promised, they didn't even talk about this in the documentary, but they promised authentic artwork.
Oh.
Like art and their lifestyle culture, like there's gonna be expression of all of that.
Oh. Oh, dang.
I wish I took a picture of what it was. It was a pile of like wood and like
It's abstract.
I think like that's the concept they were going for, but it was just insane. They were like, and then on top it said artwork.
Wow. Written in crayon, it said artwork.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. They just promised a lot, like.
Did they promise a private jet?
Yes.
There? Oh my gosh.
Yes, like their own jets that they were gonna have pick you up and take you. I should have known it was weird when we got to Miami, their airport, and their sign for like the Fyre Festival was on a cardboard cutout box.
Wasn't.
Yes, and it said Fyre Festival guests, come here for your wristbands. And I should have known in that moment because it was written in marker.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I should have known in that moment, like
A homeless man just wrote that.
almost I could have done better too.
Seriously. An artistic homeless man. The one that did the wood and the
Yeah. But I felt bad because my friend, like, you had to get those wristbands.
Yeah, so I wanted to hear about that too.
Yeah.
They reached out to you and they said throw some dough at it or what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They
So-
said people put so much money. Typically, people are putting thousands of dollars on these wristbands.
And it gets you.
And it gets you, like, that's how you're going to buy your drinks, how you're going to buy your meals. So you need to make sure it's fully supplied.
It's weird.
Yeah, weird.
Eh.
Yeah. And so my friend put, like, $300 on it. And this gal, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'll put some when I get there because I don't even know what
You
I
don't-
want.
yeah.
You know? And
What if you want nothing?
yeah, what if I'm not into it?
Yeah.
And thank goodness I did that.
Yeah, good for you.
Because my friend, that money just went nowhere.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, you don't ever see a return for that. So that was, yeah. It sucks. $300 is just gone.
Yeah.
But,
That's like more than 1/4 of a trip to the Bahamas.
yeah.
So fast forward, you purchased the tickets, they loaded up a band, and
Yeah.
then you fly to Miami.
Yeah, and then the cardboard cutout, and that's when me, my friend Daniel, and Lily were like, this is kind of
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And they had their wristbands in like a little box, like this little cardboard box,
And
too.
was it like electronic wristband? Like you
It
could
was
tell
literally
they-
just like, okay, have you ever seen like the Coachella wristbands where it's just like,
I haven't, so you'll have to describe that one to me.
it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like cloth, I guess, and then they just put like a little something in the middle, and this one just said Fyre.
It's like the human bracelet.
Oh. So you don't have to scan it on anything.
No,
You do.
like it just had the little Fyre, and that was supposed to be the scannable part.
Got
the
it.
little it was
Little logo.
Yeah, and that part wasn't cloth. Like that part was plastic.
Sweet.
Reliable.
It was actually made of cardboard and marker.
I wish maybe if I dig deep, maybe I have it still.
Memories right there.
Yeah.
So you're at the airport.
Yeah. They hand us the wristbands.
Bypass cardboard. Get your wristband.
Yeah.
What's next?
Then they take us on their planes.
Their planes.
Yes,
Give me the lowdown of the planes. Yeah.
It says Fyre because they promised private jetting to the island.
Yeah.
You know, like it was going to be a really luxurious. Yes, that's going to be the word.
Wow.
Experience. And then get there and we get on the plane and it's like a normal, I don't know, I don't fly a lot, but it's like a normal business, I'd say, plane. Like there's 3 seats. It's like a normal, like you kind of
Little crouch.
a little bit.
Little squeezed in there.
Yeah, it's nothing like you would spend a lot of money on at all.
You wouldn't think The Rock would be flying in that to go to his next movie set.
Oh, no. The Rock would be in something way better.
He'd be in a private jet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not get that. So my friend Lily and I were on the same flight, and Daniel was on the flight after us.
Oh, bummer. Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
You're separated.
Yeah, but thank goodness I was with someone because
Yeah.
I would have been. If I got to that island there by myself and saw everything, I wouldn't even know where to look.
Hectic.
Yeah.
What's going through your head on the plane as you're approaching this island?
So
Stoke is probably still there.
Stoked is still there.
Because you want it to be dope.
Yeah, and like we're just flying over a bunch of water, and then we get closer.
beautiful.
It's really pretty, and then we get closer to the island, and everyone's like screaming, "Woo!" Oh, people were like taking shots on the plane.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, like it was
Wow.
like a just free for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Before you even got
So
there.
people are all really excited.
Yeah.
You know? And then we land on the island. Island's beautiful. And then we walk to like this, we go through their security, and it's like this little tiny airport that they have. We go through that, and then they take us to stand and wait for buses. And we waited for a while,
How long?
probably like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Not crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they were constantly going back and forth, back and forth,
Right.
back and forth. And then we get on a bus, and it's like a school bus. Like there's like,
Dope.
yeah. At this point,
You're thinking it's fun though, right?
I feel like I should have been a little more like, what's going on? But I was still like, yeah, I'm on the Bahamas, you know?
It's hard to like lose that excitement
Yeah.
when you're in another country.
Yeah, so I was really excited. And then they're driving, and we're driving through the town, and like cars are on fire.
No.
Fire
Fire festival.
As we're driving over, like, yeah, cars are on fire, like, houses are super run down, like, things are falling off homes, like, it's definitely not what I was
Not
expecting.
luxurious. Not luxurious. Got it.
And then we pull up, and it's this big gated fence, and it says, "Welcome to Fyre." And they, like,
In crayon as well.
on the sign, and then they open, like, the gate opens, and, like, there's, like, piles of mattresses that we drive by. Piles and piles and piles in the dirt, just all these mattresses on top of each other. And then we get to see they're still setting up the tents, and like nothing.
Like they're scrambling.
Nothing is done. Yeah, nothing was done at all. And everyone is like in the bus. It's like, what is going on? Like everyone at that point,
Freaking
the excitement definitely switched
Morale.
to. Oh, it definitely switched to. We paid so much money for this. People, because I bought the most inexpensive package.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, and people bought like they promised like them their own suites, and that cost like I want to say like $3,000.
Oh my gosh, that's some cheddar.
Yeah. So expensive. Because they promised so much, and like these drawings that they had for them made them look so nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then we get there, and it's this little white half circular tent.
That they got from whatever, some hurricane relief program
Yes,
or something
yeah.
like that. Like,
Yeah, because there was like a storm. I didn't even know this. There was a storm the night before, it says in the documentary. And
you didn't need to know that though.
It
It should have been rainproof or something.
But it should have been done so much longer ago that it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, everyone at this point starts freaking out inside the bus. Everyone's like, oh my gosh. And then they like drop us off. And there's just, there's this line of people outside of the house trying to talk. There's only one house, this blue house. And there's, like, all of these people trying to talk to people inside that house. And we, like, get in line, Lily and I, and we're like, is this the line to even, like, check in? Like, we were like, just get in line. Okay, yeah. And these girls come up to us, and they were like, shots, take shots. This is George Clooney's tequila. Take a shot.
George Clooney's. Oh, no way. Is he here?
So, like, they were literally just pouring shots and throughout the entire line, like, going up and down. Just so people weren't as mad, I feel, you know, at that point. Like, they're literally just trying to do something. And you see to the right, there is a stage not done. Yeah. Not fully, like, set up at all. Yeah. And so everyone was like... And then the food center, like, it was just plastic white chairs and long white tables. Dang. And everything was served in, like, a styrofoam box.
Was it a cheese?
I didn't even get cheese.
Oh, you just got bread?
I just got bread.
Oh my gosh.
I just straight up got bread and lettuce.
Here's half a slice of bread for you.
Yeah. Like, it was...
Luxurious salad. Here's a piece of lettuce.
And the food they promised looked, like, incredible. They were like, this is going to be very authentic and amazing. Yeah. Like, we're going to have refined chefs do this. Yeah. No. So, it was not even close to that.
So when did it actually hit you that, oh, no, I'm in the Bahamas and this is not
when I saw everyone yelling at everyone at all, I felt bad because a lot of people were yelling at, like, the workers.
Oh, well, they didn't know.
And they didn't know, exactly. Like, they were just there, but because everyone else was just not being accessible. Like, they were staying inside the house. Oh. And they were not trying to, they were not trying to come out and deal with all of that, you know? But at the same time, it was so wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember they show it in the documentary when Billy stands up on, like, a table. Yeah. And it's like, everyone, whoever got a villa can go to that side, and you just find your own tent, and that's that.
You remember that? And it sprints, right?
And sprinted.
Oh, that sounds barbaric. Like...
Everyone just booked it. Like, tried to find a place.
Did you? Did you book it? Did you find a place? Like...
I
imagine the scramble is real.
I did, but I didn't book it. People were shoving. There was
altercations.
Yeah, and I definitely it just wasn't safe. Like, anyone could go into anyone's room and take anything. Yeah. I had my shoes stolen.
No.
Yes, I had a bag with all these cute shoes that I brought. That was stolen. I was really sad.
Was that from the luggage you had to pick up that they were taking care of? Or was it...
I only did carry-on.
Oh, so smart.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah. But my friend Daniel, he didn't, and he, like...
Got his stuff checked.
No, his was, like, he likes designer things. So he had, like, designer luggage, and he was like, I am not letting anyone take my luggage, and he ran over and, like, had to... fight people to get his luggage in between these big, I don't even know, they're like these big storage units that were just holding it all. Yeah. And he just said he was shining his flashlight, just digging, and everyone was just digging to try and find their things and throwing things. And he was like, I don't want someone to touch my stuff. So he was just ready to.
And did you find a tent?
I did. Yeah, we did. I wish I could remember. It was like four. They had like just numbers on them. And
was it soaking wet like they said?
Oh yeah, the floor was like
dirt.
The floor was soaking wet, and like you were lucky if you got a pillow. I remember everyone was like, "Do you have a pillow?" and like running around to try and find a pillow. And ours had pillows, so that was really nice. But yeah.
Did you sleep, or were you like on edge?
I slept probably like 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. But everyone was just, like, once it got really dark, like, everyone was just, like...
in shock.
The people who stayed, because a lot of people were like, I am calling my private jet. I am going to get...
balling.
Yeah, they're ballers. And I was like, wow, that's a lifestyle right there. And, like, this girl was like, I'm calling my dad. He's going to get this boat, and he's going to...
My daddy's going to send his yacht right away.
Yeah. And people had all these, like, other alternatives to try and get home.
Can I come with you? You got room for another?
I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm going to stick this out. At the same time, I was like, I'm still on a beach in the Bahamas.
Yeah. I mean...
like...
bummer what's going on, but
100%.
Still in the Bahamas.
Yeah, I'm still, like, in another... like, I just... That in itself was fine. Yeah. So, everyone was just up really late when... it got really dark, and everyone was just, like, inside each other's tents, and there was just, like, you could just see flashlights just like roaming around. People were just roaming, trying to find things. Yeah, there was the part where that girl in the documentary, she couldn't find her friend. I ran into her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she was like, I can't find my friend. And I was
What'd
like,
you tell
I don't know where anything is. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't know your friend.
Yeah, it was crazy. I felt bad. I really felt bad for like the people working.
Yeah, because
Everyone was really rude because they thought like they had something to do with it, I feel.
they had no idea.
They didn't even get paid. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Did you meet the owner of the restaurant? The lady that like served
No.
everybody and then she paid all those workers?
No.
Or
And
her workers at
yeah, like all of her savings. That was really sad.
That was a sad part of the movie.
That hit.
Billy, I hope you watch that. From jail. You're 23 and 1.
I haven't seen the Hulu version.
I haven't seen it either.
I heard that one's more about him.
I don't want to hear any more about him.
Yeah, and it's
Real
like
scumbag.
Yeah.
For clarity's sake, Billy is the guy that was the mastermind behind all of the Fyre
Basically.
Festival.
And he just took everyone's money.
And ran, and then he got caught.
And then he like had a bail set and he paid it.
Yeah.
And then he started doing the same thing. And I have all of those New York access.
You do? I was gonna
emails. Yeah. I have all of those where they're like, you should try and come to this VIP event. It only costs X amount of money.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah. He's crazy.
Yeah. So he gets caught for this stuff.
Yeah.
He goes to jail.
Yeah.
Bails out $300K, whoever paid it for him. Starts pretty much the exact same business of fraud and scam. Pretty much all those emails that you find in your spam.
Yeah.
Saying, come hang out with LeBron James.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner, the tier of models. And then he did it all over again. And then, I guess he got busted.
Yeah. He tried to have some guy use his name instead. Yeah. Because he was like, I can't be associated with it because I'm still on, like, parole.
That's crazy.
And so he tried to have someone else do it, but he was... He's literally crazy.
How many days did you stay on the island?
So that night and then the next morning.
You left right away?
Oh, yeah, they called... Like, they had planes ready to take you, and if you didn't make it, that was it. Like, you had to figure out your own way home.
I'm taking it you made it on that one.
Just barely.
Well, yeah, what happened?
So the next day, there's like probably 100 people left when I wake up on the island.
Starting with how many?
Starting with probably like, 500, 600.
Oh, dang. So it's getting low.
Oh, yeah. So, and we took the last bus to get to the flight. It was the last bus or the second to last bus. And it was just a free-for-all. Like, the bar was completely open, and, like, people were just grabbing bottles of alcohol and just laying on the beach. People were throwing mattresses in the water.
That's kind of fun.
And just floating, you know?
I mean, if you don't have a raft, you make do.
I remember my friend, Daniel, got extremely intoxicated.
In the morning?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because he had one of those bottles of alcohol and just, was drinking it.
Yeah.
And we get on the bus, and I knew he was gone. He wasn't present. He wasn't present.
His soul had left his body.
Oh, yeah. He was not there. And we get inside the airport, and we were, like, in line, and there's a huge line of people just trying to get on a flight and leave. And there was, like, 3 flights left when we got there. And we get there, we're like, okay, yeah, we're going to get on the flight. And Daniel was, like, falling over, tripping, running into things.
Oh, no.
And they said, we're not letting you on this flight. Your friend is way too drunk. He cannot get on this flight. So you guys have to figure out what you're going to do.
What would you say?
And I was like, they were like, you have to sober him up or you have to find your own ride. Like, that was it.
What were they afraid of? He was going to throw up on everybody? Or,
when I say he was not there,
he
was just being, like, super obnoxious.
Oh, well, he was asking for it.
Yeah. Oh, no, like, rightfully so they didn't put him on the plane because he was just being crazy. He was, like, literally falling on everyone and, like, just yelling at people. And I was like, Daniel, you need to stop. And he was like, I'm fine. Val,
you need to stop talking to me that way. I'm fine.
And he was just, like, he was just being ridiculous. And so my friend Lily started to cry and had like an anxiety attack and literally was just sitting in the airport sobbing. She was like, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it home.
Wow.
And we have to find our own flight buy our own like flight and figure it out. Because he was not sobering up. Like we tried for probably an hour and a half. And there was like this, like across the street, there was like, I think it was like a little restaurant. And we got him so much water, and they didn't have any, it wasn't a restaurant though, because they didn't have any food. All they had was like snacks. So we just got him like a bag of chips, you know. And was trying for so long. Nothing was changing. Like everything was staying the same. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're screwed.
Yeah.
And thank goodness this girl on the last flight, she and her friends switched with us. I don't know why. Second to last flight, so they were on the one like later, and they said just sneak in past. We'll let you guys take our seats. We have 3 spots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she gave it up. And
Angels.
and she was like waiting in line for so long, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. And so from her, we were able to make it onto the flight, or else
Never saw her again.
never saw her again. No.
Oh my gosh.
Don't know her name.
Yeah.
But really nice.
Yeah. Whoever she is out there, you're an angel.
Yeah, pretty crazy. And then he fell asleep on the flight and woke up, and he was in Miami. And he was like, what happened? And I was like, oh my God.
Daniel,
He thought it was
for you.
he thought it was like hilarious, and Lily and I were so frustrated. Because I was like, you literally made us almost stay in another country.
Yeah.
Very frustrating.
Daniel ruined Fyre Festival for you guys.
It was Daniel. It wasn't Billy.
It was Daniel. Having a great time until Daniel came along. I was sleeping fine on my wet bed.
Yeah, that was pretty uncomfortable. Yeah.
So what did you think about when the Netflix documentary came out?
I thought it did good justice to explain
The situation?
Yeah, I think they showed a lot of good footage of how different it was than it was promised. Because it was worlds apart. Just worlds apart.
Man.
Yeah.
And so, I guess leading up to it, in the documentary, they say, like, you didn't receive updates. They weren't talking to anybody. Like.
Yeah.
So, when you were there, were people, like, still, like, for the most part, posting, like, it's cool, we're in the Bahamas, or did...
No, at that point, everyone was like, oh my gosh. There was that. I remember someone showed me the Twitter page about it.
Oh, that fake one? Or the
one that, like, called
fake?
called it out and was like, this is real. Like, and then it got huge. Like, everyone was showing each other and was like, and yeah, that guy that took the picture of the food.
That's funny.
That is funny, because it's just so different. So not promised, like, at all, what they said would be, and what it was
Completely different.
just crazy. Yeah, just crazy different. It was very, I like saying, when I tell people that I go,
That you went?
yeah, everyone's like, oh my God, what?
You're a legend. You
I
survived?
have so many questions, but it was definitely a fun, not fun, but it was definitely an experience.
Right. Would you have done it again?
Absolutely not.
Not a good experience.
No. But, I mean, at the same time, the next day I was like, I am on the beach in the Bahamas.
For a whole day?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
You'd probably go back to the Bahamas.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also probably maybe a different island. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and as they changed islands.
I didn't even know that. They don't tell you that. They didn't tell you that.
Because they just kept saying Bahamas.
Yeah,
Bahamas.
yeah. And they kept saying Pablo Escobar's island.
And since it's not like a named island, they could move pretty much. They could just say whatever island was Pablo Escobar's.
Yeah, and I thought it was so dumb because when we watched the documentary, all that they asked him to do, like Pablo Escobar's family, was
Just
to
not
not
say
say
his
his
name.
name. And I was like, you would have had a really nice island. And all he kept saying was, this is
Pablo
Pablo Escobar's island. And I was like, you are ridiculous. There was one
You had one rule
thing.
and you broke it.
Yeah. That was interesting.
But now you have your 5 seconds of fame in a Netflix documentary. That's pretty cool. Aren't you in it?
I am in it. Yeah, I'm
long?
walking. It's
Dang.
just a scene of me walking with Lily with my luggage.
That's pretty cool. Did anybody
Yeah.
like find you on Instagram and like stuff like
No,
that?
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked that, but no. I tell people I'm in it, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't see you talking. And I was like, no.
No.
I'm more
like
low
that.
key, but I'm still in it.
You know, they like wanted me to, and I'm like.
And I said, sorry, I'm too busy.
Yeah, I'm too busy. I'm I'm not big on like being the public face of that sort of stuff. So.
Yeah, but it was. I had my moment of fame.
It's crazy.
That's all I needed was just a clip.
Just a little
clip.
Just a little bite.
Yeah, that was
little
cool.
taste.
Yeah. I like stopped it because I thought it was just Lily. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, that was me next to her. And then I realized, wow, I'm kind of famous.
I'm kind of the real deal. Kind of a big deal here.
Yeah, there's proof that I went.
Yeah.
That could be my proof that I went instead of the wristband.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pull up. I have the picture saved.
Yeah. Maybe we'll throw it in a vlog or something. We'll just throw a little tidbit to give a little sense of. Did you consider hitting the law, getting a lawyer, stuff like that? Like that.
Oh my
one
gosh,
guy?
yeah, I signed this. I signed this form at the end saying you put down your email. We're gonna send you like documentation about us suing
Oh, that's cool.
Billy,
So
and I was like, yeah, I'll write down my email.
So they're gonna give you updates on what happens, or they might give you a little coin.
I don't think I've ever heard from them, but
It said he got like a $5 million settlement. Maybe
Yeah.
he's the fraud. He's just
I
sitting on that.
know he got so much money. I was like, wow,
He made it work for him.
why did I not do that?
He turned a negative into a positive.
Yeah, he got $5 million.
He turned $3,000 into $5 million.
That's
That guy's a magician.
that's crazy.
That's an entrepreneur. Billy, take
Yeah.
notes on that.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah,
Dang.
take some notes.
Wild. Well,
I want to see the notes that you took, though.
okay. A little paper ASMR.
You took so many notes.
You know, I kind of predicted myself like riddling facts about it, and I was just like, I feel like people probably will just watch the documentary.
She's on toast.
Did you see any celebrities while you were there?
No,
Not a single one.
not a single one.
Cool. Well, I feel like I gotta ask you like one big final question.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What's the biggest takeaway from attending the Fyre Festival?
I learned to do a little more research before saying yes to the dress, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's just so much leading up to it that you so could have seen was not reliable if you had done any research at all.
Yeah.
You know, the things that they promised. And the pictures were leaked, but no one even...
Like FireK.com or whatever, that guy, somebody on the inside was leaking photos.
I wonder who it was. They never said.
I hope it was Andy.
You know who I felt really bad for was the guy that, like, ended up... He was, like, invested in that card. What was the card that Billy also made?
Oh, Magnesis.
Magnesis, yeah. He was, like, invested in that, and he has to pay the rest of Billy's things, like $250,000 or something.
I did feel bad for that guy.
Yeah, yeah. And then, like, one of his friends ended up, like, Billy ended up charging, like, $150,000 on his credit card or something.
Yeah.
It's just, like, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Really makes you think about, like,
People, gosh.
people.
Yeah. Not to trust people. Don't trust nobody.
There's two sides of it. There's, like, seeing the barbaricness of when things start to go bad, like,
Yeah.
on the island and people are going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff is weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, everybody... Like, there's probably so many smart people there, considering, I mean, maybe, let's say they earn their money in a good way or whatever.
Yeah.
They could have easily been like, all right, let's do this civilized, and we'll just do a line of luggage, you know?
Yeah.
And do some honesty, some integrity, and, like,
No.
let's make sure everybody gets a tent, you know? Like, people could have self-facilitated that, but instead it was like, oh my gosh.
It was a free-for-all.
It was a free-for-all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna murder somebody for my luggage.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't know. Just because everything became so chaotic, like, I don't even think people were thinking in their right state of mind at all. Because
It was like survival mode.
yeah, there all of these things that were, like, said and promised were just obviously incredibly different. And I think people just freaked out and emotionally were just, like, on, like, high alert.
Yeah.
And they wanted to have their stuff and get, like, a place to stay. So I think it was just first come, first serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then, don't be a sociopath.
Oh, yeah, don't.
Don't be a sociopath. Don't make friends with people and put a $150,000 tab on their credit card.
So sad. Such a bad guy.
He is such a bad guy.
Yeah. Just not a good person.
I hope he stays in jail for
But I don't understand why Ja Rule got nothing.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little weird? Because he was also promoting it and associated with it, and I feel like he has had nothing happen to him.
Yeah.
Like, Billy is in jail. Where's Ja Rule?
I wonder if Billy was the guy that signed all the documents. Well, I guess like he had to have been because he was falsifying them.
Yeah.
But Ja Rule for sure knew.
Yeah. And then Ja Rule was like, this isn't scam at the end when they were on that little FaceTime call.
Little conference call.
Yeah.
Little team powwow.
Yeah. And everyone was like, we basically just
lied.
Yeah. And he was like, no. And I was like,
we're not fraud. We're false advertisers.
yeah. I was like, yeah, okay. Lies. All these lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't trust anybody. Don't trust a startup. Don't do anything for equity. Freaking shoot. Don't get paid in cash.
Yeah.
Unless you're a drug dealer.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, Val, thank you for being on the show. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank
First
you,
guest, Tailgate Talk, in beautiful sunny San Diego on an overcast day. And we hope to hear more
Bit
from you
of
soon.
wind.
Yeah. Hey, where can we find you on the internet?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'll plug you. I'm your plug.
I have a Facebook.
I have 3 friends, my mom, my dad, and my brother.
I have a Facebook and an Instagram and a Snappity.
All the same name?
No. I don't know why I did that, but I made my Snapchat name different than my Instagram name. Valmarie34 is Instagram, and Snapchat is Valmarie43.
Oh, okay. Well, dyslexia there.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think that was a mistake, but
Keep people on their toes.
it rhymes more. I don't know why I didn't do Valmarie43.
Yeah. And you're all about that.
Yeah, I am. And instead I did Valmarie34. Like, that's just...
Yeah, 34.
Yes.
It's a little different tone.
Yeah.
Sweet. Perfect. Well, apparently I think there's show notes to podcasts. I don't know.
A great podcast.
There you go. Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.